Hi, this is the second book that I was sent by Netgalley for review, Twisted Tree by Rachel Burge. And actually, it was a brilliant book for this time of year. It's a really sort of atmospheric, cold, wintry, creepy thriller. It's a young adult book, and it's set um, in in Norway, and you've got the intermingling of the Norse myths there. You've got Odin, you've got the Norns, who are the female beings who, in mythology, are the ones that are supposed to do the weaving and cut the threads when our time is up. You've got Hel, who rules over the underworld. You've got I'm going to pronounce these words wrong, I do apologise. Um, Yggdrasil, the tree of life, which connects the whole world. You've got the Droga, I think it is, which is an undead monster as well. You've got all these Norse myths that come into this story. And it's set in the snows of Norway. And you've got Martha, who's run away from home because she wants to visit her grandmother, her Morma. Martha has discovered that if she touches someone's clothes, she can feel their emotions. It's almost as though the clothes have been absorbed the history of the person. So she goes through trying not to touch people because she doesn't want to be overwhelmed by the feelings of what's happened to these people. It's not a skill not a skill and ability she always had. It came on very suddenly after she fell from a tree when she was staying with her grandmother. She fell from this tree and she ended up being blind in one eye. And after that, she found that she had this ability, and it was nothing she could talk to her mother about. Her mother was very, almost closed herself off. She refused to talk about Morma, Martha's grandmother, and Martha was desperate to go and see her grandmother to find out if she knew why she'd got this ability. Her grandmother was someone who used to tell her stories, who used to weave these stories about legends and myths, and she knew that if anybody had the answer, it would be Morma. So she sets off on her own from England, and she goes off and she finds Morma's cabin, but Morma's not there. She finds Stig, a goth, a young goth who's staying in the cabin because Morma has died, her grandmother has died, and Martha never knew. And she and Stig stay in the cabin, and things happen. Martha's grandmother's spinning wheel starts turning. She finds a chest full of old books that were written by her grandmother, her grandmother's mother, going past all these old documents that are in Norwegian that she can't read. And the books move. She moves out, she goes out of the room, she comes back and the books are in a different place. And then she senses that things are in the house with her. And then there's a monster, the Droga, that is outside, trying to get in, trying to kill. And it is a super, super read. The descriptions are exceptional. And then you've also got this sort of slight romantic element between Martha and Stig, will they, won't they? And you've got the myths and you've got the supernatural. And for a winter read, 10 out of 10, absolutely. So if you want a book that is creepy, that is supernatural, that is atmospheric, pick up The Twisted Tree. You'll love it. So if you liked the video, if you want to see more of me, subscribe, tick notifications, and I'll see you next time. Bye and happy reading.